Hello there, I'm Eamon Holmes reporting for Sky News. We have an important story breaking, a Sky News exclusive, and we head now to Studio 1 at Sky Academy Skills Studio.
Good afternoon, this is Scott Jarvis reporting live for Sky News. Today's top story is about an up-and-coming court case which sees mobile phone company Talking Text take an old-age pensioner to court. Talking Text are an English-based company who have pursued Miss Norah Telfer due to a £75.01 non-payment bill on her contract. The case will take place at the Glasgow High Court on the 29th and 30th of November. Miss Telfer resides at Old Folks Lane and the phone in question is the Nokia 999. Miss Telfer argues that she should not pay the bill as it was her 15-year-old grandson who signed the contract. Shockingly, it is claimed that Miss Telfer was still in a cooling-off period. She had 14 days within her cooling-off period to hand back the phone with no payment. Bob Crabbit is the English owner of the phone company Talking Text. Bob Crabbit has stated that he is shocked Miss Telfer will not pay the bill. Colin Stewart was the employee who provided Rodney Damasio, who is Miss Telfer's 15-year-old grandson, with the Nokia 999 and contract. Also in today's report, Ross will be speaking with Bob Crabbit and Chloe Ling, who is the creator of the Nokia 999. Rachel, who is live outside Miss Telfer's house, will be hearing her side of the story. But first we will pass over to Kyle, who is live at the Glasgow High Court. This has been Scott Jarvis reporting live for Sky News. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott, who is back in the studio. I'm reporting live outside Glasgow High Court. An OAP will be on trial later this month as she is refusing to pay a phone bill of £75.01. Here at Sky News, we are shocked to hear that this case has reached the High Court. Normally cases like this would be referred to a local court, to the defendant. However, this case is more difficult than it seems. Mrs. Telfer is a 63-year-old and has a pay-as-you-go phone with Talking Text. Now it appears that she has signed a best plan scheme contract with Talking Text, but Mrs. Telfer never actually signed a contract with this company. It appears that her grandson Rodney Damasio visited a Talking Text store in Scotland, and rather than replace her phone, which was not holding its charge with a similar model, he purchased a new Nokia 999 under Mrs. Telfer's name. Mrs. Telfer wrote to the company on the 10th of January 2015 to question the bill. Talking Text replied saying as she agreed that the grandson would take out a contract in her name, she was still liable for the charges. These charges have occurred because someone has been using the phone for calls and using the internet. We do not know for certain who has used this phone, but Mrs. Telfer claims it was not her. Later this month, Sky News will report live from the courtroom in Glasgow. But for now, we can go live to the home of Mrs. Telfer, where Rachel is questioning the defendant and her grandson. Rachel, what more can you tell us?
Thanks, guys. I'm Rachel Johnston, and I'm live from Mrs. Telfer's living room, where I'm joined by Mrs. Telfer herself and her grandson, Rodney Damasio. Thank you for inviting us into your home, Mrs. Telfer. So, Mrs. Telfer, how do you feel about this going to court? Do you feel scared?
There's not a cent to my name, and now I'm going to the High Court in Glasgow. I've never been in bother all my days, hen. Of course I'm scared.
Do you really think that this should be going to court?
I think it's quite cool getting to go to the court, but I don't think my gran deserves to get into trouble because she didn't actually know how to use the phone and it turns out it was faulty.
Do you think the Nokia 999 phone is still for you?
If I knew how to work it and it wasn't broken, I think it would have been a great wee phone, hen.
And finally, how do you feel about this being in the front page of the news across the country?
I think it's amazing. My followers on tweet feed have went up by 3,000 and my photo account is buzzing right now.
I think it's a nonsense. Surely there's more happening in the world than this. I can't even go for a pint of milk in peace and quiet in the morning without all these reporters annoying me.
Well, thank you for speaking with us. Now we can go back to the studio where Ross is speaking with some experts. I'm Rachel, live with Sky News.
Good afternoon, I'm Ross Stark, live for Sky News in London, interviewing Bob Crabbett and Chloe Lynch. Chloe is the creator of the Rocky 999 and Bob is the credit control manager at Talking Text. To start off, I'll ask some questions. So Chloe, did you have any idea anything like this would happen when you created the Rocky 999?
No, I didn't, because before we released the phone, I checked for any flaws. I'd done lots of testing to fix any issues and made the phones really secure so this kind of thing can't happen.
Mr. Crabbett, how do you feel about the situation you're in?
I don't like taking people to court, but they have to pay their bills. If they don't pay their bills, then we can't pay our bills or our staff. They signed a contract and we trusted that they would honour it. I am a businessman after all. I have been raised in the business world and contracts mean something.
Chloe, how does the phone work?
When you switch it on, you need to unlock it to do everything except emergency calls. To unlock it, you need to slide the phone open and then enter your passcode. That means you can't accidentally unlock it.
Thank you, Chloe. Now finally, Mr. Crabbett, how do you think the court case will go?
I'm quite confident we are going to win as we have all the evidence that we need, including our experts.
Thanks to my guests Bob and Chloe, who is going to win? We will find out when the case gets to court. I am Ross Stark, signing off now. Goodbye and good afternoon.
Thanks to the team reporting from Sky Academy Skills Studios. That's the end of our special report. I'm Eamon Holmes. Thank you for watching.